Hi, today I want to work with you on Inventor just a little bit and help you understand how to begin to make parts in Inventor. We are going to use this as our original challenge today, and where I'm going to show you how it is that we go ahead and construct this part. And so if you look at the orientation of the part, it probably fits nicely into an XY orientation. So I will begin the part and think about centering the part in the center of the XY axis. So to do that, what I would do is start with an IPT. And the first thing I'll do is go to start a sketch, and it will give me the orientation that I want. And the XY plane is going to be probably the most appropriate plane to construct this in. And so right now we're looking at the x-axis and the y-axis. And so the first thing we'll do then is to pick the circle tool. And we will go ahead and start that circle tool in the center of the XY axis. So the overall dimension of the part is 5 inches, so I will go ahead and enter 5 inches, and it's a little bit close, so I'll back up. And when you are using Inventor, one thing that you want to do is to pull the dimensions outside of the part that you're working on. And so just reposition those dimensions so they're not in your way. Now the second thing that we're going to do is we're going to construct the line that is going to be used to position the circle. And so to do that, what I'll do then is set this line tool in construction mode. And so as I hover over the construction mode, you'll get a quick tip, and it'll help you understand that you are in construction mode. And it's not going to create a line, it's going to create a dashed line, and it'll be just useful for locating things. So I'll pick up the circle tool again, and I'll hover over the center, and I will enter the center of those circles, and those are at 3 inches. And so here you can see that it's a dashed line. Now, one of the things that I'll need to do is to go ahead and I will create a construction line which puts my first hole right there. And so the next thing then that I can do is to pick up the hole that I want to put here, or the circle that will define the hole. And these holes are 0.62 inches across in diameter. And so you can see that as I did that, the circle that I have installed is in construction mode. That's easy to change simply by clicking this button off, and it will go ahead and set that up. So at this point I could put in the 3 holes, and I could do the work to break up the circumference of that circle into degrees and reposition those holes. Or I could use a different tool, which is called the circular tool. Now the geometry that it wants me to select is this particular, oops, let me select this geometry, so it has it selected, and it says what is the axis that you want to rotate those on, and I will hover over the center of this axis. Now it automatically applies those holes to the geometry, but I only want 3 in conjunction with the design we're working with. And so all I really need to do at that point is to go ahead and complete the geometry. So the last thing for me to do is to finish the sketch. I have to hit finish sketch, and I will push that away. And at this point what I can do is I can hit E for extrude, and I can hover over this area that I want to extrude. Now the thickness that I'm going to extrude is 1 inch. It's already set. If I wanted to flip the direction, I could flip it so that it extrudes in the other direction. When I'm finished, I simply hit the OK, and I'm good to go. And the part that we have is the same. And so if you hold the shift key down, you can then rotate that part and see that part in 3-dimensional space. The drawing that we made has been consumed by this sketch, or the sketch has been consumed by this 3-dimensional object. Let me say it that way. If we want to understand what's going on, if we come over here into the model, we can still find that sketch. Now, if we wanted, for example, to edit that sketch, or we had a change, we could go ahead and right-click or context menu select to do Edit Sketch. Well, so there we have it, a completed three-dimensional part based on a two-dimensional challenge. And so I hope that helps you. And go ahead and save those in your challenge directory so that we can see the full three-dimensional part.